Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
Hello there and welcome, Gary. Thank you so much for joining us again on this Wednesday.
Thank you for having me.
We have great questions today. First off, we have an email question.
Right.
So this one is, Gary, am I automatically at fault if I rear end another vehicle from behind?
Well, it depends on whose perspective it is. You know, from an insurance company, if you call them, they're going to say, yes, it's your fault. And I think that's a general rule. You know, we kind of accept that. You didn't leave enough space. If you leave enough space, you're probably not going to run into somebody. So you'll get a ticket in Georgia for following too closely, or you'll get blamed for it generally.
Yeah.
But I've had cases where somebody just does something so stupid, you know, and against the law. I mean, like they want to make a U-turn, or they just stop for no reason, or anyway, where nobody can anticipate it. And the key there really is witnesses. So if you have witnesses who can support you that, wow, you couldn't, I mean, I don't care how far back I was, we're all going 55 miles an hour, you know, there's just not enough room, and you know, and there's no way with the flow of traffic or whatever. Then there's sometimes when you won't be held responsible for that. But, you know, generally, that's why we say back off, you know, be able to react and make decisions that don't result in a wreck.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have a question in the news, and this is locally. Gary, you spend a lot of time at the government center. It's a large part of your job. What is your take on what they should do with the building?
Wow. Nobody's asked me that.
They haven't, so you get to answer today.
So I don't know. I wish I did. I have mixed feelings about it. The building is not my favorite building in the world. You know, it's a little dated even in 50 years later. The courtrooms are monstrous if you've been over there, and I don't think they really have to be that big. We need some big courtrooms for some high profile cases and such, but they could be more efficient. You know, I just don't know. There's so much money to be spent. I wish they could fix it and not have to put us through all that, but the truth is I don't know that they can. You know, it's a mess. And the heating and cooling's always been an issue. There's just lots of, the elevators are an issue. If anybody's been over there in jury duty or whatever, you know, you just know you stand around and wait. And so I don't know. I hope they'll come up with good solutions. I hope they keep it where it is. Selfishly for me, I'm across the street. I like it. It's very easy. But it kind of says something about the importance of government and the courts, and it says something in a city that we make it's important. It's not on the peripheral or on the edges. I think it makes a statement for, you know,
being in the kind of the center of
that
town,
it's important,
if you will.
Right, and it is important.
Yeah, it is. Very, very
thanks
good.
for asking.
Yes, yes, good take on that. Thank you so very much for joining us today, Gary, and we will see you on the very next Legal Break.